that man! Do you know who he is?
No.
It's Saucy Jack himself, the devil of Whitechapel, in the midst of doing his dastardly deeds. I was the first, not his first. There are far more before and after me, but I was the first to be known. Maybe because of this grotesque necklace he gave me. His macabre handiwork. If only someone would have been paying attention that night. Someone would have seen him at his work. If only I hadn't drunk through my doss money 3 times through, I would have been safe and sound in my bed. If only I hadn't taken up the drink at all. Do you have 4 pence? At least I have some measure of fame, being the first. The Ripper's first victim, Mary Ann Nichols. But please, call me Polly. Do you like my bonnet? It's new. There he is. Where you going, Jack? Back on the prowl?
In memoriam, Mary Ann Polly Nichols, born August 26, 1845, murdered on August 31st, 1888.
Flowers for sale! Flowers for sale! Flowers for sale? Oh, excuse me. Would you like to buy a flower? 4 pence for the whole bouquet. No? Just take them. Polly may be known as the first, but Jack only got more depraved as he went along. I would know, as I was his next victim. Annie Chapman is my name. I was too old for life in the Whitechapel, where every day was a struggle. Having to scrounge for money, for food and lodging, even a small sliver of soap. That's how I got this shiner. Darn that Eliza Cooper. She never was one for sharing her soap. Luckily, Harry the hawker and the pensioner took care of me, although not without cost. And neither one of them were there excuse me, when I met my end at the hands of our dear Jack. I wasn't long for this world anyway, due to the consumption, but a respectable death would have been better than what I got. Jack, oh Jack, what are you doing? Seeking out your next victim? What poor soul will wander into your trap? Oh, don't like that? No? Doesn't feel so good, does it?
Annie Chapman, born September 1841, day unknown, murdered on September 8th, 1888.
Hello, Liz. It's a nice night to catch a killer.
Why, yes it is, Miss Eddowes. Fancy meeting you here.
Don't tease these fine people so. We are forever linked together.
That we are, by virtue of being murdered on the very same night. A sort of 2-for-1 for dear old Leather Apron, as he was called in those parts. I was having a grand time that night, having earned my keep, with enough to spare for a pint. I had company with a few men that night, but a lady never divulges her secrets. I can tell you that the last man I entertained turned out to be the murderer himself. He could have been stopped had anybody cared about the plight of a lady on her own on the dark streets. But alas, nobody did. Luckily, he was surprised by a carriage before he could make a mess. However, he did give me this ghastly smile. What do you think? Oh, but I shouldn't be too maudlin. This is nothing compared to what he did to poor Catherine.
My injuries were gruesome indeed, and my last night of life was anything but grand. The crowd was, as they were finding Liz's body, I was being released from jail. Now, I was detained for nothing more than some drunken fun. The crowd was certainly enjoying my rendition of a fire engine. But the coppers, they were not amused.
No.
At least I got to sleep it off before heading back into the night. But perhaps they should have let me stay there. It was certainly safer than walking in Mitre Square. Even with all them coppers on the street, Jack still managed to sneak past them and claim another victim. And that's all we were, victims of a madman. No trace of the women we were left. My body certainly bore little trace to my appearance in life, gutted and disfigured as I was. He left me with an even more grisly visage than my dear friend Liz, like a morbid clown.
What? Why, look over there. It's Sneaky Jack. He's at it again. He fooled you all.
Yes, there was a murder in your midst. He always did like to blend into the crowd and observe his grim work from afar.
Where are you going to go, Jack? There's no escaping us.
We will follow you endlessly through time
Yes.
and into the depths of that hell from which you came.
Yes, Jack. Where are you going to go? Running from.
Elizabeth Stride, born November 27, 1843, murdered on September 30th, 1888. Catherine Eddowes, born April 14th, 1842, murdered on September 30th, 1888.
Springs of my childhood, arise before my gaze.
but she's always singing that bloody song.
Hush. It's probably the only good memory she has left.
He unleashed the most savagery upon Mary Jane, mutilated her beyond recognition, which is why she wears the mask.
And stole away with her heart.
Joe? Have you come to give me money for the rent?
Dear, she's stuck in the past again.
Joe is gone, sweetheart. But we're here. We're with you.
And so is Jack. Damned to spend eternity with us lot.
Jack? Is he here?
It's all right. We hurt him now.
Where's my heart, Jack? It was not yours to take, and I want it back! Have you learned your lesson now, Jack? You shouldn't take things that don't belong to you.
Well, if you haven't learned by now, you'll have time to do this again. And again. And again.
Eternal torture. Doesn't that sound nice?
Would anybody like to see the face of Jack the Ripper?
Who would like to look at the face of the devil?
Look at this. He's just an ordinary man. There's nothing special about him.
He's really rather short. You'd expect him to be more of an imposing figure.
His name has been lost in time, faded into insignificance.
I'm sorry. It's really rather anticlimactic, isn't it? But look who has the power now.
Yes.
As they say,
Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned!
Or murdered, rather.
Get him. All right, girls. Let's get this mess cleaned up.